Alright, welcome back to more Plants vs. Zombies.
At
We're gonna be...
night.
Yeah. Night. Yep, we had this conversation last time. Okay, so puff shrooms. What are they gonna do for me? Short range spores at the enemy. I guess I'll try them out. I like these repeaters. I'm not seeing... What the fuck do you mean newspaper zombie? Okay.
They're weird. You'll see how they work.
Okay. Let's go with this for now.
Okay. Oh,
There's some
good.
graves in the way.
Indeed.
There are.
Alright, start planting shit.
Yep.
Yeah, start using those just to get the cooldown timer refreshing on it.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna need probably 2 rows of this shit. I'm gonna plant a mushroom here, even though I don't know what it does.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is just kind of put them all over, because they're free.
Right. There. Can you produce some fucking sun for me, please?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you don't. You don't realize how much sun the sky itself provides until you don't have it.
Evidently.
I'm curious what the hard numbers on that are.
Well, they're numbers. I don't know how hard they can be.
Okay.
Okay, what is this grave gonna do? Nothing. It's
Nothing
just
yet.
it's just I can't plant a plant there.
That's one of the things it does.
I don't know if the puff shrooms are weaker than the pea shooters. They're definitely a lower range, but
I think they're the same
they work.
strength. It's just that they're shorter range.
Probably put some more down.
Right. Okay, I probably don't need the potato mines so much in this one.
I mean, they might still be useful. I don't know. Oh boy, newspaper zombie.
I am forecasting a problem.
Yeah, me too, but that's why we have lawnmowers.
That's true.
Okay. I'm scared. Do they start... Oh, I see. Maybe this will arm fast enough.
Oh.
Cool.
Oh.
They increase the strength on those into quite a lot.
They get real cranky when they can't read the funnies.
Yeah. They spent all day trying to read it. You know how hard it is to read when you're dead? And then this smarmy little purple fuck just covered it in spores. Hey, look, money.
Oh. Okay. Oh boy, we got one of these. Let's see if we can't build up a...
And you don't have any walnuts, so...
Oh, I want to slow you down.
That will definitely do it.
Bottom row's looking a little empty.
Thanks. Okay.
I'm not sure these potato mines are adding much value.
No, not really. I could probably just dig them up.
They were cheap.
Wait for the cooldown. Okay. Let's get just like a repeater. Oh, a zombie's gonna spawn out of that later?
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. Right. Kind of wanted to wait for another newspaper zombie before planting a snow pea, but that's okay. Better to get my cooldowns out. Another one of you, because you're free. I'm guessing I can only plant the mushrooms at night.
Sort of. There's a condition that you have to meet for them to
darkness,
work.
and maybe I can put like shade. somehow.
There
Right.
there is a way to use them during the day, but it's not straight. Like
Right. Okay. Cherry bomb needed ASAP. Wonderful.
boom, man.
More money. Am I just gonna get money from now on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm also
You can
noticing...
spend it on tat.
Hmm.
This will be a good thing.
Oh, that was the end of the level. Okay.
Look at this little guy.
Sunshroom. Small sun at first
Mushroom
and normal
fella.
sun later. I don't really know what they mean by that, but okay.
It grows over time.
Okay. $290 in coins so far. 750 for something neato. Alright. Still no pole vaulters. Definitely want sun and the sunshroom and the free thing. I like the slowers.
You probably don't want both
like
kinds
Shiva.
of sun things.
Oh,
I
really?
mean, I guess you could. Yeah,
Okay,
I
let
would
me
pick
try
just
playing with
the
just that.
sunshroom.
Okay. And I'll go with both types of these. I can have a cheaper option if I need one. Something like that. Let's go with that, see how that goes. Okay.
Bereft of life.
Oh. That's an awkward number. Okay.
Yes, but in the same amount of time on the previous level, you had one sunflower.
True.
All right, level's over.
We did it.
What? What? What?
I like that apparently these things are emitting what is allegedly spores with enough force to just knock people's arms off.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same way that they can, hit the thing in the chest and make the bucket take damage.
The bucket just moves really quick.
Magical voodoo monkey cock.
Nice pattern you got here.
Yep.
Trying to remember if these things noticeably change when they create more
They do.
sun.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you might be okay. You might have been okay.
So did the plants have health? Oh,
Yeah.
somebody's playing some
Good.
shit and it's showing up in my... I'm gonna need to figure out how to turn that
Terraria.
off, because that's, I don't want
Yeah,
that
it
shit.
covers part of the game.
Yeah.
Plop down some more purple ones.
Yep.
Is that middle row? Okay.
Let's get... Let's get a bunch there.
Suppose the mushrooms work as just a budget option to be replaced.
Yeah. Okay, so these are like long con light sources.
Yeah.
Long con light sources.
Probably shouldn't have put that so close to the front. Oh well.
It's fine. maybe. I guess it does make more sense for the mushrooms to be in front since they have
Yeah.
limited range.
I'm realizing that.
It'll be fine.
Huge wave. Don't like the sound of that. Let's maybe put a slow down thing in here. Fuck it, let's damn it, I didn't realize I was not close enough yet. Okay. See a bucket over there. Might want to build up for a cherry bomb. Get a bit of a reserve going.
The random carnival music. And then the song just starts screaming.
I would like them here. Put another. Put down more of these mushrooms. Can't hurt. They're literally free.
Yeah. Yeah, I like just throwing them all over. Just, you know, if they get trampled, not a huge deal. They're at least a buffer.
Yeah. Might be a good
They
idea to
reload
try to work
quickly
out
too,
the.
so.
Might be a good idea to try to work out the like. How'd I put it? Kind of the cost benefit of like how far along the screen do I want to put them instead of just as far back as possible. There's probably a point near the middle that's like, you know, here I'll get the maximum amount of value while not having to move them later. You know.
Yeah, I
Maybe it doesn't
suppose
matter
so.
so much.
Yeah, when
Oh no! I missed the money.
Back when I played this on 360, I finished the game, I played all the mini games and stuff, and
Yeah.
wished there was more to do. And so I looked into just what people did for the endless mode, and there was a generally agreed upon strategy, and it's fucking insane. It involves a lot of stuff you don't have access to yet, but it was very weird. I'm trying to think, like, from what I remember, I think it basically like tries to funnel everything into like 2 rows and then attack them from the sides.
Huh. I didn't even know you could do that. I guess that involves plants I don't have yet.
Yeah.
Alright.
I could also just be completely misremembering it. It has been a while. But that was at least a core part of it.
Oh, that was it. Oh, I got
Big
money from my
boy.
excess sun, I think.
You got money from the lawnmowers.
Ah, I see. Fumes that can pass through screen doors. What the fuck are screen doors?
Well, it's
screen
introducing,
doors?
it's introducing a way for you to deal with the threat you haven't encountered yet. I wonder what threat we're going to be encountering soon.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
look, it's a
what do you
screen
know?
door.
I mean, okay. I guess I gotta.
So I think the regular pea shooters didn't really contribute much to that
No,
one.
I'm thinking just repeaters.
Yeah,
Like
the regular
slurries.
mushrooms are good for a budget
the
option,
bombs.
and then
Yep. Let's rock.
no buckets here, so okay.
So in other news, I have been the other day I decided to I don't remember how this happened exactly. We were just looking for things to do, and Josh was like, you should play a game that is different from what you would normally play. Which I guess you could argue this is already that, but whatever.
Yeah, it was.
Imagine Party Babies.
Yeah.
I forget what sparked it exactly, but I saw something with Mega Man, and I was like, I remember when I made you go through the Mega Man games. It
Which
was,
I never finished.
I mean, you got through the first 5, and I think you did most of 6, and then just got distracted. So close enough. Um, but yeah, I was just like, I don't know, Sanic.
Yep, and I'm like, actually, I'm quite willing to do that. And you just wanted me to play 3, but for some reason, I don't know why you wanted me to jump straight
Because
into
it's
that.
the good one. Because I figured he wouldn't like the first 2 enough to play them.
Well, the problem is I've played all of them before a little bit as like a kid, and I didn't really get into them for the same reason that a lot of people have difficulty with them, which is misconceptions about how you're supposed to play the game. Because the way that the games are kind of, talked about online is like, oh, you gotta go fast, the games are all about the speed. You gotta get that speed.
Yeah, it's about the
You gotta
speed.
go
Yeah, the speed.
And so, as a kid, I'm like, well, your Sonic's supposed to be fast and supposed to just bum rush through the level. And, like, speed is something that is a part of the game, but it's
Probably
not
put
everything.
in some more sun shrooms.
But basically, I watched this really good video by somebody called Shugels. He is better known as the person who made the like 7-hour Omega Ruby video, and then also the follow up, the 11-hour Pokemon Brilliant Diamond video.
God.
Jesus Christ.
And I really like that video, the Omega Ruby one. I watched it multiple
Why was
times.
it
Back in
11
the day.
hours?
It's very thorough. So he made a video at one point about like it was called A Beginner's Guide to Sonic, and it was basically saying, here's kind of some
You need more
pointers.
protection on the bottom.
Thank you. Here's kind of some pointers for like, if you've tried to get into Sonic before and you had trouble, here's some stuff to try out. And it really helped because he basically was like, you can slow down a bit, like you don't have to constantly be trying to do stuff. Okay. I don't know how close I should make this guy.
Put it
at the
right
back.
there's fine. Yeah.
So the game is actually kind of showing you here that the key idea is the Puff Shroom's projectiles are hitting the screen door itself, whereas the Fume Shroom is hitting the zombie itself.
Okay, so you can get past his shield instead of having to wear it down, is the idea.
Yeah.
Do they also hit multiple things in a row at once?
Yeah, they hit everything that their
like
spores
that.
touch. So they're a line AoE. Much like the Puff Shrooms, the free ones, they don't have a range that's the entire row, but it's still several tiles. The AoE aspect alone makes them a solid choice.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna just repeat his video verbatim, but the basic thing was there were kind of 2 main points that really helped me. One was, just take your hands off the
ice
controller
or
sometimes.
something on that traffic cone.
Kind of just take your hands off the controller sometimes. Just let the game will kind of carry you where you need to go if you get enough speed sometimes, and if you press buttons and try to finick with it too much, you might mess it up. I have not gotten.
I would say at this point, just start working on row 4. Just put in the fume shrooms or whatever into those.
Okay. Oh well, I need a fucker here.
You could also cherry bomb it.
I suppose that I could. Okay. Oh my god, all the sun.
Money.
Money. Anyway. Yeah, just, basically I was just,
Oh.
I'm in the level already.
Ugly fucker.
Yes.
Webby wobble.
5,000 for the next one, alright. Alright, now what do I do for my... Oh. Yeah, I guess I'm fine with this. I'll try this later.
Okay. I don't know if this... Like, I know at some point the levels start generating a stupid amount of graves. I don't know if it's going to do that this time, so... We'll see.
But anyway, I mean, that's a pretty high number. But...
It's nothing you can't deal with.
Yeah. I'm gonna put these, like, here. Give me plenty of space for stuff. As soon as I started playing, and I would just, you know, kind of build up some speed and then just let it carry me, and then just, you know, only adjust as needed. It felt a lot better to play. And you could say it's a failing of the game to not kind of, you know, nudge you towards that playstyle, I guess, but whatever. Point is, I've gotten into the series. The other main tip was, like, don't give a shit about your rings. Like, they're basically just supposed to be an infinite health bar. Now, obviously, I know that they are needed for certain, like, special stage things later on, but...
Yeah, Sonic games are weird. I never tended to approach them from the gotta go as fast as possible stance anyway, because I would always take my time to, like, try to access the special stages and, like, explore the level. But
I think I was possibly affected by, like, some of the later games that, like, time you and give you, like, you know, if you don't beat it in this time, then you're not gonna get a good score. And I was always like, oh, well, I gotta get a score.
I haven't played many of the later games, but I always hate it when games do stuff like that, where it's like, you beat the level, but you only got a D. You gotta try it again. Yeah, it's like,
you weren't good enough.
Come on. I don't care about going
Fucking
fast.
give you the D.
I also feel like Sonic 1 barely has that much of an emphasis on speed to begin with. It's
again, it's not the game's fault.
paced.
It's just an outside perception. And the fact that you can go fast and it feels kind of bad when you lose your speed is like, oh man, I must suck. I need to maintain that speed. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I've always told people, you know, I've been saying this for a long time. You know, the game is not about going fast. It's never been about going fast. You know, going
fast is like a thing you
skill.
do to progress in the level, but ultimately it's just you're trying to get through the level however you can.
Yeah, it's a thing that it's a skill that you can build by repeatedly playing the levels and, you know, learning their layout and what things are optimal to do and such. But, you know, just getting through the game, it's always been about kind of taking it at a slow and steady pace and observing how the level's laid out and stuff.
I don't know, because, like, when I played it, I still did go fast sometimes, and it's fun when you do.
But you're not just, like, holding
the game has
above
set
rushing
pieces for it.
Yeah.
Kinda. And there's places
and
where...
even then, sometimes you have to be careful about the set pieces.
I guess what I'm objecting to is kind of... you don't have to be going fast the whole time. It's incremental. It's very much like a... You know, here is like a piece of level design, and you can get through it slower, or you can, if you observe what's going on, you know the layout a little better, you can kind of, like, learn, like, oh, here, if I build my speed here and jump here, I can clear this obstacle entirely.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like a reward for you know, managing both the knowledge and the execution.
That's where the replayability comes from.
Exactly, yeah. And I was, like, shocked by how much fun I had, like, just immediately. I wanted to start with Sonic 1. It was recommended as, like, because it kind of is simpler and you have to understand the more basic kind of ideas of momentum and rolling. That was another thing, is as a kid, I just didn't even know you could roll. Like, I was very bad at the game. I also think I didn't know about the spin dash. So when I say I was trying to go fast, I mean I would literally just run and just try to get over stuff, and that does not work. You need to know the fucking controls. That was just me being a dumbass kid. I don't know. I had a... Oh, fuck.
I would have said start with Sonic 1 anyway, just because I feel like understanding a game or enjoying a game is part of that is understanding its context. I feel like Sonic 3 and
Yeah, I
Knuckles
agree with
looks
that.
way better when you understand that it came
Where it's
after
come
1
from.
and
What it-
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to go through stuff in release order as well, even if a later one is considered, better or whatever. In most
Yeah.
cases, anyway.
And sometimes it can have the reverse effect, I guess, where, which is unfortunate, like Josh and I trying Kingdom Hearts and being quite insistent that we wanted the original experience, and then being confused as to how people ever dealt with this, but, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, I guess it's interesting seeing both sides of that because I can't disagree with the idea of start with the old one to see how it improved over time, but at the same time, sometimes I'll see online people be like, trying to get my friend or my kid into Pokemon and they've never played any before, and then there'll be someone who's like, well, you got to start with Gen 1 so that they see how it all started
Yeah,
and
it's
move
it's
from
tough.
there.
It's not a
It's like,
one-size-fits-all solution.
eh.
I wouldn't recommend it for Pokemon. I think it's probably better to start with like a, I don't know, Gen 4 or 5. Anything from 3 onwards really is probably fine. But
Yeah, it's like, I don't. 'Cause, I mean, that's the thing is like Gen 1 is crappy in its own way, but it's not unplayable. It's just if you want to get somebody into this series and like give them a good impression, you probably don't want to show them Gen 1. Like,
right, yeah.
and I think that was kind of my like I wasn't necessarily thinking it through like perfectly, but that was probably at least somewhat my reasoning for skipping Sonic 1 was just like, well, if you play that one and hate it, there's no way you're going to want to try the later ones. So,
No, I would have been willing to just be like, well, that wasn't so great. Let me try the next one. But you know what? I had a lot of fun with Sonic 1. I really liked the base game. I thought it was super fun, just rolling down stuff, trying to get jumps, like... It's really weird because, as a kid, I just sucked at video games, so everything... Oh god, there's so much text. As a kid, every, like, old game was just, they're all super hard all the time, because I just sucked, and even newer games I was not great at. I mean, I pretty much know all this info. I guess it's just to remind you if you stop playing the game for a while.
It's for flavor text. It could also be for that.
Look
It's
at the
also to see
plants
if you've
again.
actually gotten everything.
So 848. Okay. I wasn't sure how many were actually in this game.
Okay. But yeah, So, but now that I'm a little older, and I'm also, I have access to save states, and I can kind of decide when and where to use them. It's really funny to me how most of the game, like 95% of Sonic 1, is perfectly fine, and then the the fucking like end of Labyrinth Zone, famously terrible water escape thing, that like stands out as being like, it's like a what do you call it, like a sour spot or something. It's like this one part that's like collectively very, it's like, not collectively, that's not the right word. All the badness is focused at, the rest of the game is pretty much fine. And I had a boss fight.
I remember you struggling in Scrap Brain a lot, but it is the last level. It's supposed to be kind of hard.
It didn't stand out to me as being like unfairly frustrating though.
So, anyways, here's time for derpy minigames.
Okay. Bonk. Bonk. Bonk.
Can you click the thing?
Bonk. Okay, hang on. Well,
I was like, how do you get more sun? But yeah, it's just, I guess the zombies randomly drop it sometimes.
I like the derpy minigames, they're a nice change of pace.
Yeah, it's nice to have it get mixed up a bit. Just constantly grinding levels, it gets a little grating sometimes.
Oh, a new grave just spawned, okay.
I'm glad the game is giving you so much sun to deal with them.
Yep.
I'm not sure if there's like a way to force it to appear, because this is like stupidly rare.
No, there's nothing you
My
can
God,
do.
game.
It gives you sun when it feels like it. Well, I don't even think it's like a chance. I think it's just you get it at predetermined points.
Hmm. But just think, you could have saved up the sun from both of those to get a single cherry bomb,
No.
which would do the same thing as clicking a couple times. So, Sonic CD then.
Yeah, I played 2. Also like that one. Once again, the final boss is really bad. I rewatched your stream of it. I was aghast at how there were like 3 to 4 people in chat who are all insisting, actually, no, the final boss is not very hard. It's pretty easy. You're just sucking. I'm like, what the fuck is this? We don't have a
No, it's really hard.
Thank God we don't have a chat like this anymore. It was garbage. I would not have been able to stop myself from going off on them if I was there. Like,
I mean, and the thing is, it's... I think I made this comparison when you were playing, when you were fighting, like, the robot Sonic, whatever that one's called.
oh
how,
my
like,
God!
if it was presented in a different context, I wouldn't mind how hard the boss is, because I like the bosses in Hollow Knight, even though they're, you know, hard as nails. But
It's just the fact that you
in
die in one
Sonic,
hit.
in Sonic, you die in one hit, and then if you lose all your lives and continues,
You have
you
to
play
start
through
the
the
entire
whole game to try again. It's not like, you know, Hollow Knight, you kind of have to walk back to the boss sometimes, but
Right.
it's
I mean,
not
that's still
nearly as
frustrating.
bad.
No jokes, Puckett. This is serious cheers. I've got to try this just because it's funny. There are only screen door ones.
I'm noticing
the
football
Hypnoshroom
Zimba.
Yeah, I don't know
worth
what to do about
trying,
that
but
one.
it's also just a good plant. I think you will like it.
What's a good plant?
The Hypnoshroom is
Oh.
the Hypnoshroom. The Hypnoshroom is meant to be the counter to the football zombie, so give that a shot. See
I
how
see.
that works.
Okay. I'm gonna try out the Gravebuster.
That
And
Gravebuster.
why the hell not? Fume Shroom anyway. Nah. Cherry Bomb for Panic. Alright, let's rock.
Rock on.
Mm-hmm.
Blum, 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 blum.
Just anyway, that's fine. But yeah, Sonic 2 was kind of just, you know, here's more of the first game, but now there's a spin dash, and now the levels are a little more interesting, and there's more of them. Or, you know, a wider variety. So I like that one a little better. I will say, at least from my experience playing it, it felt a little like, the game was kind of like, oh boy, we sure do have this new spin dash move. Better use it everywhere. And, there were a lot of instances where... Oh boy. There were a lot of instances, where, you know, I would just get stuck somewhere and it's like, oh boy, you can't really proceed properly because... Sorry, I'm focusing. Hard for me to focus and talk at the same time. You can't proceed unless you use the spin dash, and it's not hard to do, but it's kind of just like, oh, you can use the thing? Okay, good.
Yeah, I didn't really know what you meant by that exactly. I guess it's similar to, like, I've seen people say that in Super Paper Mario, the solution to everything is, well, gotta flip to 3D.
And here's the thing is, I know that
And-
if I knew the level layouts better and I was just a little better at playing in general, I could probably skip a lot of those, like, stop and start moments, but it felt a lot more stop and start, because in Sonic 1, if you needed to build up speed, you just started moving, whereas in the fact that you have to
Put more stuff on
completely...
top row.
The fact that you have to completely come to just a complete stop, complete standstill, stop moving entirely, and then you can spin dash, that kind of messed with the game's pacing a little to me. I wouldn't say it killed it. It didn't make it, like, terrible or anything. But it was certainly something I thought would be better if it... I don't know. At times I like the way that Sonic 1 played a little better. And I feel like that's probably a crazy opinion, because nobody likes Sonic 1 more than Sonic 2. But, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Where should I put it? Directly in the
in
path? Or?
front.
Directly in front of him.
I see. So it uses it up, and then you get the zombie as a unit. Okay.
It is an emergency button, but
Sun,
it's
please.
not on a terrible cooldown, and it's, you know, exceptionally powerful because it's not just delete the zombie; it's delete the zombie plus do damage to other ones.
Yeah.
Big bag. I don't know why I said big bag. Part of the song reminded me of it. Quick, you only have 2 minutes to find Waldo.
But I did really like Sonic 2 for the most part. I will say I did not bother with like trying to get the emeralds or whatever. I don't really care. I would rather
Bonus
yeah.
time in
the
that
game
is
the game
horrible
is the game
anyway.
is more fun to me when I cut out the parts that I don't like. So I just straight up
Well-
was like, screw that. What happened?
Middle. It ate both of them. You gotta get rid of it. I like the little woo woo woo. Yeah, Sonic 1 and 2 are way worse if you're worrying about getting all the emeralds, because like the bonus levels in 2 are just god awful anyway. The ones from 1 are like tolerable, I think, but just accessing them is annoying because you have to hold onto your rings, and in 2 specifically, it's like there's too many instances where the game just speeds you through a checkpoint with no ability to stop quickly, and it's like, well, okay, I lost my chance on that one. Cool.
Mm. And then I played CD, which was very interesting because most of the game was like fine. And then there were just like little points here and there because parts of the level design are, I mean, it's way more based on exploration, but there's parts of that that just become these weird, like, how the fuck do I get over there type things that you don't normally have to worry about because it's normally just get to the right through any means necessary. Oh, well, that was,
Haha, long boy.
long range shoot to the
This is
hides.
the
and enemies getting
Luigi
hit.
of mushrooms.
Okay.
So I think this is the opposite of the small mushroom.
Okay.
Big.
Okay. You. Want to try the new thing. Sunshroom, obviously. Puff Shroom. I like the slowies. And then do I want a Cherry Bomb, or do I want a Repeater, or do I want a Grave Buster? That Grave Buster.
I would argue that you don't necessarily need.
I don't think I need a Repeater. I think this will
Well,
serve that purpose.
I was gonna say you don't need all 3 of those attacking mushrooms. You could probably get rid of one of them.
I like these because they're free. I want to try this because it's new. I want to use this because of the screen door.
Okay.
The Hypno Shroom, for what it's worth, will also work on the screen door zombie.
Alright, let's go with... Let's try that.
Hey.
Oh my god, that's a lot of graves. Okay. What do you mean expired?
Well, that's where I buried my milk.
Ow!
What was the one earlier? Bereft of life.
Yeah.
There was also one
Like
that said
bereft is
ceased
a
to
good word.
exist. Yeah.
Cease.
To exist.
So we all know that 70% of the zombies are sex offenders.
That's why they constantly say they're coming.
I was gonna say that.
Well, then speak up, nerd.
Oh, it's a heart. Oh. I like that these long range ones are so cheap.
Yeah. Because of the way they work, they're probably the first plant that you've gotten so far that I would say is worth considering sticking behind your sun producers.
Yeah. Maybe
Of
so.
course, you don't have to, but it is an option.
Sorry, I think I tried asking this last time, and I don't remember what the answer was.
4.
Do the plants maintain HP between different things attacking them?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's especially noticeable with the walnuts, but that happens with all other plants too. It's like, I think they can usually take, like... Yeah, I assume it's measured in number of frames, like, from the zombie starting to attack it, but you can think of it as, like, 3 or 4
No.
bites or whatever.
There are distinct, like, zombies do have distinct bites. You can see a plant,
Okay.
when it's being eaten, it flashes, and each plant has a number of flashes until it dies.
I see.
It's the same with zombies. When you hit them, they flash. So, provided that the zombies can never get close, the Scaredy Shroom just is a pea shooter that costs a quarter of the amount. That makes them sound good on paper. I tend to not like them, but that's just me.
I guess they're just a budget option. It's, at this point, you're barely using the regular pea shooter anyway, but it's a quarter of the cost, so it's like,
Yeah.
I guess the issue is that, they do pair well with the puff shrooms. Put like one of the long-range ones and then 2 of the shorter ones in front of it, and they'll hit everything pretty well, but it's just very space inefficient.
Yeah. What was it? 5,000 for the next slot?
I don't remember.
Well, he said 5,000 and I'll give you something cool.
I'm pretty sure he said it was for the
May
8th
or
slot.
may or may not be a slot.
I swear he said it was the 8th slot, though.
No, I don't think he did.
Pay 67 Geo to see something cool. Okay, looks like we've got a problem there. No, maybe not. What the hell was that noise?
Yeah, we have a problem.
Fine. Didn't want to have to do that, but...
Yeah. So why the UFO noise?
I don't know.
Got a screen door that you can use a hypno shroom on.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to get close enough.
Well, they made short work of that guy.
I think the problem with the screen door zombies is that I think they have to put down their screen door to attack.
Ah.
Okay.
So when are we playing Star Wars Angry Birds?
No.
We already played that. It was like a contain module.
I forgot about the Angry Birds Catan module. Or it was just part of, like, the iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Need another pocket shroom.
And do a Gravebuster.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean, pocket?
No jokes, pocket. This is serious chiz.
No, I'm still not getting the connection there.
I always say that. Oh, fuck.
You can't stop me saying this.
Swood this. Swoops. Okay. Yeah, I think this grave is gonna spawn one. Wait.
Think you might be a little too late.
The Gravebuster is so weird.
Oh,
Damn.
yep, just
Yeah.
barely.
Well, you
Oh,
got
well.
the money still.
Uh,
Cooper football, please.
Sure enough. Boom, man. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm not too impressed by those long range mushrooms.
Look at the fro on this guy.
Temporarily immobilizes all zombies on the screen. What, just when I plant it?
Yep.
Yep.
It's a single use like a cherry bomb.
Alright, sweet. Uh-huh.
Disco stew.
Dancing zombie. Well, I gotta try the new thing.
So this guy actually got changed. He was not originally called the Dancing Zombie. I believe this was originally... The hell was it? It was like a Michael Jackson zombie specifically or something.
Okay.
And then later
says-
on, they retroactively made it just generic.
It said you could click to view it. I assume that'll tell you what its deal is.
No encounter.
Oh, no, not yet. Okay, in that case, I will let it be a surprise.
I'm thinking something like this for now. Don't have much use for the pocket shroom.
Okay.
That grave buster.
It's a little annoying that the Gravebuster is a plant and not just, like, a miscellaneous thing you can use, like the
Yeah,
shovel.
it's a little odd. I guess it's the Force, you know, making a choice.
Right.
Give me some more sun. Wow, 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 wow.
In the second game, they rebalanced graves a little bit so that it's not just, you know, here's one plant that you may or may not bring with you. In the second game, there is a plant that removes graves. It's free, but it's just very, very slow to recharge.
Okay.
And graves are solid. Plants cannot attack through them. They can attack the graves themselves, and they will, but they have a lot of health.
Gotcha.
Which creates an interesting little level dynamic there. H?
What's wrong with age?
Nothing. You made an H. No, it was an H.
It was a very shitty age.
Now it's like... okay. I was going to say it was a giraffe with a very tall tail, but now I don't know what it is.
Alright, start grave busting. I
That
will say it's
grave
very
busting.
satisfying to see them eat through the grave.
I just want to
This
know
is
what the hell they
I
are.
like this. Some sort of algae?
Looks like part of a tree.
Don't worry. Vegan Steve's got this.
Yeah, it looks like it's made out of bark or something, but I don't know. It's weird.
Charles Barkley, shut up and jam Gaiden.
Inexplicable freaking game.
Nothing wrong with Charles Barkley, shut up and jam Gaiden. Gravebuster.
Well, I think that game is a little tough as nails from what I remember. That could be something wrong with it.
I
I
know what's
barely
wrong with it.
remember anything about it.
And it got no gas
I've
in
never
it.
really seen much of it.
Right.
You know, I hear about it every now and then. I think I've seen a little bit of gameplay of it. I don't even remember what it's like.
It's an RPG Maker game, right?
Yeah.
Oh! Oh,
we
oh,
are.
he's
Oh
going.
lordy, he dancing.
Oh no! I don't like this.
Oh yeah.
Fuck all of you.
Stop dancing.
Stop fucking dancing. Not gonna grade bust just yet.
Unfortunately,
It just bought me a bit of time.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, it slowed him down. You could use a bomb.
Mm. Not a bad idea.
So yeah, those guys are very concerning.
Mm-hmm.
They strut out here like they own the place, and then you know.
Oh
dance
no!
Forever.
Oh, that sucks.
Gotta be careful with your gravebusters.
Hmm.
They're a vulnerable plant like any other.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Turning
seeing
the fan
that.
on.
The what?
I'm turning on my fan, so there might be annoying noises now.
Turning on your fan on. I know you didn't say that, but I'm gonna pretend you did.
The full screen immobilizing plant looks less impressive than it is.
Yeah, it didn't last for very long, and it cost me a lot.
It doesn't last very long. I don't think it's not that expensive. It's 75. Like that's fine.
Yeah, but I'd rather
it-
I'd rather, you know, spend twice the amount to blow them up than.
Well, the thing is,
but
it
this covers the entire screen, and also
True.
this thing not only does it freeze the zombies for a bit, but it also applies the slowed status to every zombie on the screen, which is not something a snow pea can do, because a snow pea can only hit the first thing that its pea touches. Which came out different than I drew that up in my head. But
Alright, what we got? We're almost at the end of the level already. It's crazy. I feel like I'm still just kind of building up here. I could.
that's because you are. The game is so fucking slow.
No, I'm also mean, like, I feel like the waves could be longer and give you more time to, like, see your strategy pan out, you know?
Yeah.
That's what endless mode's for, I guess.
Nope.
This is still
it's
kind
just
of tutorial land, is the thing.
Fair. Uh-oh.
That's just a backup dancer. It's fine.
Okay.
Who feels the need to stop and, like, point every now and then.
Yeah, and the combination of its porn stash and that, like, you know, collared but, like, very vibrant shirt is just reminding me of the dude from Death Nurse that, you know, takes the ice cream container out and, like, eats one bite and then puts a spoonful in the bowl and repeats.
Huh. So I can make ground impossible? Temporarily?
Not impassable, but cannot be planted on. The Doom Shroom is a
Okay.
cherry bomb that's a little cheaper, and its area is bigger, but as a downside, you can't plant on the square that you do that, basically for the rest of the level.
I mean, I'll give it a shot, just to be fair to it.
It is really good, I would say. I would say it's better than the cherry bomb.
Okay.
And if you bring it and the cherry bomb, you have two,
That's true.
you know, big explosion plants.
Yeah.
Alright, you should use nothing but single-use plants. Go.
No.
That's almost what we have. We have one, you know, permanent attacking plant. Well, okay, no, we have two, I guess. The puff shroom counts.
Oh, it's starting to get some zombs.
There he is.
Mm-hmm.
Plants versus zombie. There he is.
Is this a reference to The Sim? There he is. It's
yes. It's him. There he is.
him. It's him. I love that post. It's a classic.
Sounds like a variation on Son the Hedge.
It kind of is. It's edited out of the title, so. Ooh, that's a big gold coin. That was $50 right there.
Wow.
I didn't know you guys had $50 coins over in America.
We do.
Probably should have done that one. A little
That was
further.
a $50 Kennedy coin. JFK Kennedy.
Okay, if some of these could start growing into something a bit more substantial here soon, I would appreciate it.
No.
Bonk, bonk. Alright, let me stop eating these graves.
There's enough of them to get through.
Yeah. It's a lot of muns. Okay. Let's plop you. Bum bum bum. Don't need the sun
Does
shrooms
bustin'
anymore.
make you feel good?
No, gusting does.
No, that's a different game.
True.
I'm asking about this game.
Alright. More sun, please. Lots and lots of sun. Uh-oh. Okay. Fuck it. 4 in a row. Why not?
Sky's the limit when you don't give a shit.
I heard that row had like 4 goddamn mushrooms.
Wow.
God, sun production is slow.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it doesn't feel that slow to me. It feels like, you know, this is the only pace I'm used to. I haven't played the second game.
I mean, I'm not saying comparative to anything else. It's just like looking at the amount of shit on screen. I'm like, okay, you can probably start making row 3 into snow peas, and I look at your amount of sun, and I'm like, oh,
They changed the sun shroom in the second. Not only does a big sun give you 50 to begin with, which is, you know, a substantial change just on its own. Also, the sun shroom in that game increases
That
in
top
size
row is dead.
twice.
Uh-oh.
The sun shroom will increase in size twice. Starts out by giving you 25 sun at a time, and I believe gives 75 at its biggest size, or 100, something like that, which is fucking nuts. The
Knocking
thing's
butts,
just
if you will.
busted.
Uh-oh. I hardly have anything. This might be a problem.
Yeah, screen doors.
Give the doom shroom a shot.
Oh, it's only on the spot you place it that you can't plant stuff? Oh, that's really good. I thought it was going to be
Yeah.
the whole explosion area.
Oh no. To be honest,
It does
I don't
slowly
really
fill
know.
in, right?
It does. It does repair itself over time, but it takes so fucking long that
It's never gonna happen.
basically not gonna happen.
Yeah, okay.
Now, I don't. It's not actually clear to me what the range on the thing is. I want to say it's 5x5, but I'm not sure.
Mm.
I used to think it was the whole screen, but that is evidently not the case. Still, 5x5 would be half the screen.
Woo, woo, woo.
You know, I'm gonna look it up, because I'd like to know what the range on the fucking thing is.
It destroys the entire game. That was it.
I'm guessing it's like the spot it's on, 2 up, 2 down, 2 left, 2 right, and then like the diagonals in between. So... Uh-oh. Absolutely not.
It deals damage in a 7x5 area.
That's very specific. So, do you want to use the pocket shrooms like as soon as they step onto the grass, or like do you want to
No,
kind of let
'cause
them
if
in
you
a few
give 'em-
spaces and then?
Yeah, if you give them time to come in, then well, it depends, because like
You have to strike
If
a
you-
balance. The
yeah,
more to
if
the
you-
left they get, the longer they will last for you to kill other zombies with, but it also means the more damage they will have taken from your own
Yeah.
plants. The ideal scenario is you have a situation where you have a row that does no damage, and you get a zombie that has a really high health all the way to the left, then use it, and it will march its ass all the way back to the right and fuck everything up in the way.
Nope.
So I guess
I'm
7
a
by
little bit
5
scared.
means this thing covers
Come on.
almost the entire screen. It's the entire screen minus 2
Come on.
columns.
Come on. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's surprising that they didn't just make it the whole screen then.
Oh my god.
Bro, just die. Come on.
Oh, that
Oh.
Snowpea has no health.
Yeah. Oh dear
And
god.
you could probably just use another Doom Shroom. Yep.
Oh, that was it. Okay, I was
Yep.
scared.
Nice.
Whew. Hello, we would like to visit for a midnight Zanag. How does ice cream and brains sound? Zounds! Sincerely, the zombies.
Oh, I like that. I need to start using that.
Oh dear god, okay. Oh dear
And-
god! Oh, it's one of...
Yep.
Right, it's always a gimmick level. Okay. For a second, I'm like, shit, what do I grab? Well, I'm holding on to that shit. You better believe it. And that. And that.
I'm sure it'll give you something usable soon. So I'm assuming Conehead there is going to win this fight, but it'll at least slow him down for a bit.
Hopefully you get a good number of Gravebusters, otherwise the last wave is going to be horrifying.
Shit-ass, yeah.
Or if you just hang on to a Doom Shroom and put it right in the middle of the screen, I guess
Yeah.
that'd also do it.
Well, you've got two of them now, so you can use one for the first wave and one for the second.
Yeah.
Okay. Or I guess you can just use them whenever. That mushroom is never going to shoot anything.
So this is the shroom round.
Oh,
I
boys.
see.
Screen door
Like,
battle.
we got the mirror match. Okay, well, it's less of a mirror match now.
Mm-hmm. I'm liking that combo of the freezing the things and then having the you know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say. Yeah. Whoa.
Why were there eating noises when everything on screen was dead?
It's because it was the one that we possessed. It was off to
Ah.
the right, I think.
Ooh, mums. I'm guessing I'm gonna get that 8th slot in, like, the next world, probably.
That and a few other things. I mentioned before that the third world is basically where the game begins.
Hmm. Oh god. No! Stop! Fuck's
Yep.
sake! I can't see!
Kingdom Hearts now.
I need to like go offline on Steam or something. That Grave Buster.
I don't know if that'll
Oh,
even
shit.
do it. Maybe.
There's got to be just a setting that turns those off, right?
Yeah.
It's like that's not even just a problem for recording. Like that's
Right.
actively covering the game.
Yep. Oh god, okay. Thank god I have space for this.
The screen has become foot.
Yes. Oh fuck, I keep forgetting about this grave over here because I can barely see it.
I'm not sure how I feel about the boss level of every world being this alternate play style.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange.
Like it makes
I
you.
like it because it's kind of the final exam for the world. You're forced to use only plants you got in this world, and
Ah, okay.
against zombies only from this world, basically.
Yeah, it works in that sense. The aspect of it.
Yes?
Like
What the fuck happened? There were two
There
on
were
top
two
of each
zombies
other.
on
Okay.
top of
Apparently.
each other. That was good.
But I was just gonna say the aspect of it being not the normal gameplay style makes it seem a little bit less like the culmination of what you've learned, but it still kind of works. Does Disco Stew summon more zombies after the initial 4? Oh god, there's so
Yes.
many of them.
Yeah, he does. That was a money shot.
Yeah.
But now the last wave can just get away scot-free.
Oh god. Oh god, no. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
For the record, you have already won.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if something happened and they broke through all of your defenses, the lawnmowers would still kill them. Once you're on the last wave, if all your lawnmowers are left, you've won.
Oh. Okay.
Now, they do give you money if you don't use them, so, still a reason to try, but...
Well, cool. I'm seeing the gimmick for the next world.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think you might know what it is.
Oh boy. Oh, now they're attacking my backyard. And I can't use my mushrooms because it's daytime. I'm assuming there's a way to, like, have some shade, though, right? Can I get rid of these ladders?
No.
Yeah, you'd think. No, the zombies are smart enough to bring more.
You will have a way to use the mushrooms eventually. It'll be a couple levels in.
Okay. I'm seeing that it seems to be 1 row per world.
That's correct.
So there are only 40. Why were there 48 in the thing? Are there some exclusive to the side modes?
There are some that you don't get by just beating levels. You get them another way.
Okay, let's go to the main menu. I still don't have minigames, puzzle, or survival. Do I have to beat the game to get those?
No.
Alright.
Like I said, the game basically starts at World 3 for some reason. I don't really know why.
Okay.
You will probably unlock those in this world as well as some other stuff you haven't seen yet.
Fair enough. We'll call that a video then. That's over an hour at this point. Next time we'll try Waterworld, because you always gotta have a water level, I don't know.
Recycled piss water.
What?
I don't know. You said Waterworld, and I just remembered AVGN bitching about...
Not the one with Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, see you then.